G'day everyone, welcome back and welcome to the bow of the boat. A few people on the last windlass episode said that they couldn't quite figure out where I was. This is right up in the bow. So chain locker's up there and obviously the rest of the boat's down that way. This episode we're gonna actually get all the chain loaded and the new anchor on. I've actually got some extra help today, so I had my cousin and uncle and everyone come out, so it's a bit of a good day on the boat, but it gives me an excuse to get some extra helping hands. So before we do that, just want to say a Merry Christmas. So what are we, 22nd of December? So yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody and all that. Hope everyone has some good holidays and stays safe. Second thing, I know I've said it a few times now, but we are still working on merchandise. I've got some shirts on the go. There's a big logo of the boat and everything on the back, so we're trialing some shirts at the moment, as well as some stubby holders, and also I've got some cool bottle openers as well. So stay tuned for that. It won't be ready for Christmas. I'm sorry. Time is not in my favour, but hopefully very early in the new year we're going to get something together. Don't quite know how it's going to work yet, but it's coming. So yeah. Another thing, I have opened up memberships for the channel. So obviously watching is fantastic support, and it makes a massive difference. Watching the videos, liking the videos, anyone who subscribes, it really does help me out, which is very good. I appreciate it, but it really helps the boat. She's in need of some work, so yeah, any love you can show, just watching the videos, and that's fantastic. But if you do want to help out, as far as showing a bit extra support, you don't have to. It's completely 100% optional, but there are memberships available now for the channel. So you go to the home page, just the channel page, and there's a little button that says join. For that, when I have them ready, you'll get pre-release basically of the videos about a week early. And also for members, they will be pre-released without ads, so I won't turn on ad revenue or anything like that for them for that section. When they become released to everybody, then the ads will come back on, but for that section you won't. There'll also be discounts for merchandise when it happens. So yeah, all that sort of stuff, it's on the way. So like I said, no obligation whatsoever. I appreciate any help or any support, any comments, things like that. I love them. I really appreciate it. And I mean, I think I've said it before, but basically the boating community on YouTube, I think is by far the best community that's going around. I mean, the other channel's all about cars and bikes, and car people are good too, but there's just something about this boat community that just all happy to get in and help and advice and that sort of stuff. So it just makes a massive difference. So anyway, that's enough of that. What I will do, in the previous episode I didn't show very well how I adapted the gearbox. Now I apologize for that. There was a bit of a disconnect there with when I'd previously, or some of the earlier content that I filmed, and then when I come around to actually fitting it, I'd lost some. So yeah, careless mistake on my part, but I'll go into that, and I'll also show what I did for the control box, because it needs a little bit more explanation. I built that, I didn't buy it. So yeah, I'll show you that a bit more, and then we're gonna take the tinny to the shore, back the truck down, unload all the chain into the tinny, and then come and load it into the chain locker. So yeah, we'll give you a bit look at that, and then we'll go and actually do some work. Okay, so what I ended up doing for this, I didn't remake a whole section. I was going to, but then it sort of didn't warrant it. And there was also, in behind here, there was a seal area and it was a square. It just got a bit complicated. All I did is, if you can see it, right there, there's just an adapter ring, and it just goes from the circumference, or from the diameter of the recess that was on the motor, and then there was a diameter recess on the output flange. It just basically, it's just a collar that adapts both of those together, so the motor, the output shaft of the motor, is running central to the gearbox. And then I just come through and just drilled the 2 holes for the motor, and that's it. So yeah, I didn't remake anything as such, just made an adapter flange. While we're in this location, this is my control box. Ooh, up there. Right, so I have 3 solenoids in there. Now this one here sorry, let me try and get that so little stay. Lid's not going to stay. Okay, this solenoid is an isolation solenoid, so it needs 12 volt power here in order to pull the solenoid in to allow anything to come to the up and down solenoids. And that's all they are. So they're up and down. They just reverse the polarity, spin the motor one way or the other. So, but that's my isolation solenoid. Now, and then up there, there's just a you know, just brought it online, 2-channel receiver, and I just got a 2-channel remote. So it's just an up and down, but it actually uses relay packs to switch the channels. That's what these white ones are up here. Yeah, good, solid, reliable bit of gear, and not that expensive. So you just go online and buy them, and then same with the box. That's my isolator terminal there for the isolation relay. So it needs 12 volts hooked to it. Now all I'm doing for the moment, come on camera, I will run a wire up the front, but if I just put 12 volts to it, it allows the winch to become live. So that's all I'm going to do for the moment. There will be a hot wire or a signal wire run up to the front, and I'll be able to isolate it from the front. And I think that's going to be the safest way to go. The remote itself, it's just a 2-channel unit. It's not isolated at the moment, but it's just an up and a down, and that's it. Nice and simple. I can also, if this remote dies for whatever reason, on the back of that receiver board there's actually 2 test buttons, and you can actually test the channels. So worst case, if that receiver dies, or worst case if the transmitter dies, you can use the test buttons to go up and down, and then if the receiver dies, then you just get a bit of wire and you can just bridge the terminals on the solenoids themselves to go up and down. So something would have to go drastically wrong for me to not be able to actually pull the chain up and down. So anyway, that's where we are. All right, we're gonna go, we're gonna get out of here. It's actually pretty ordinary. Wait, down back here. It's actually pretty ordinary today. It's a little bit windy and rough, but we're gonna go to the car, unload some chain, and then bring it out and unload it into the chain locker. Good? Sorry. Yeah. Oh, you're right. No. Still good. Right. Lay this out a little bit. There's plenty of room for it. Getting there.
I can see the bottom of the box.
but I can't. I don't think I can really put the anchor on because I've got to put the bow rope, the mooring rope back on. So I'll probably just put the anchor in the boat for now, and I'm going to remake the bowsprit anyway. So. Righto. Job done. Winning. That went better than expected. Did it feel sketchy? Huh? Thank you. Alright, well, we're all done up here. Yeah, massive thank you to my helpers. It made it a lot easier. Probably could have done it by myself, but it would have been a bit sketchy and probably a little bit unsafe. Yeah, we now have a fully working anchor winch. That's about it for this week. I know it's a bit of a shorter episode, but hopefully it answered a few questions. Hopefully it answered a few questions as to what I did, and you know, helps tie in some of that missing footage. One other thing, I've had a few comments just asking why some of the videos appear a bit disjointed on the channel. The short answer is they are disjointed. I sort of upload jobs as I have enough time to get to them. So yeah, and also I'm still, every Wednesday I'm still uploading an older video which I'm bringing over from the original channel. I'm actually going to stop doing that. I might do one more because that'll just round out the series of when it was on the slip. I'm going to stop doing that because it's causing too much confusion, and yeah, it is getting things muddled up. So if you do want to see any of the earlier videos, go over to Harper's Shed, and then that's where everything, pretty much from about March this year, everything before March, thereabouts this year, is over there. Yeah, if you want any, you know, special direction as to what part you want to see or anything like that, then you know, just send me a link, that's fine, or send me a message, sorry, and I can tell you roughly where the video should be, whether it be on the old one or the new one. But yeah, that should help get things a bit more streamlined from here on out. Yeah, other than that, just yeah, have a happy, safe holidays, and remember to subscribe, like, share. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The boat's getting a little bit of recognition. I had a gentleman come up to me earlier today when I was on the boat. I do apologise, sir, I can't recall your name. Really nice guy. His boat's only moored not far from mine, so yeah, and he said he's been watching the channel, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, thanks very much, and stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.